This is going to be a short video on the ZUP patterns, Gartleys and butterflies and bats and things along that line. You're probably familiar with them, but if you're not, I'm probably going to say his name wrong, but Eugeni Neumoin. He's a Russian guy. 2007 he started writing these indicators, and there's a whole herd of them by now, you know, but he keeps improving and making them better and better and better. I'll provide a link to this. I'm going to post all this code, like always, over on enivids site, earn4x.com. I'll have a link to this right here and some other things. This is going to be mostly focused on the ZUP patterns, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in the scripts or if I'm just going to make a new thread in indicators. I'll probably make a new thread in indicators for MetaTrader 4, not MetaTrader 5. But anyway, what started all this was the other day on Facebook. Every now and then I'll post something if I see something interesting on Facebook, and they had the NZD CAD had a bearish butterfly, the daily and the weekly, and I posted that on Facebook, and I said something about the 1440 is a bearish butterfly, it's a downtrend line, and the weekly's bearish butterfly, you know, and then I've mentioned the TD sequential count, and I don't remember what all else, but it was a lot of things, you know, in the line of technical analysis. And I used abbreviations and that sort of stuff, like we always do, you know, NZD CAD, you know. And one of my friends there I used to work with come back and said, "Speak English." Well, of course, he had the verb wrong. I was actually writing, I wasn't speaking, but I knew what he meant, you know, and you know what he meant. A lot of times we get to talking. Now, this was more, my post was more directed at people that trade Forex and are familiar with technical analysis, of course. Wasn't for, you know, meant for just anybody. And it was just something I just noticed and I thought was worthwhile. So anyway, he comes back and he says, "Speak English." So I said, "Okay, sell." And that got me thinking about these patterns and an easy way to go through and you know, and search for them, because usually you'll have to open up a chart, put it on a time frame, put the indicator on there, go to the next time frame and the next, like that, you know, and it's kind of, it might be a little bit on the tedious side sometimes. So I wrote this thing, you'll see, and this will be the code that I'll put over there, and I'm gonna have to explain maybe in another video some particulars about this code, because I'm sure you're aware after version 500, 509 or something along in that line, meta quotes changed a lot of the structure. So even though I'm going to post the code, Eugene Nim's original code, even though I'm going to post Eugene Nim's original code, you're not going to be able to compile it with a new current compiler. You're going to have to use a compiler from version 509 back. And now I will compile it and give you the MQ4 so you can see it, because you should never, I've said it 100 times, you should never use anything that you cannot see the MQ4 code. Don't do it. And of course on my script it'll compile with the current things. Anything I write is going to compile now. But let me show you what this is going to be about. Control Z. Alright, this I just called it the ZUP scanner. It's only a few lines of code, but it does a pretty good bit. Now if you wanted to change the name, and there might be times you will, and over the course of me working on this on enivids site, I will change the name. But just say I wanted to change it to Zup 10 or something. Well, there's where you change the name. Or if you wanted to put in some other whatever, you would change the name right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit OK. Oh, darn. How many times I'm going to fall for that? All right. So what it's doing now, it's going through every pair. And what? 15 minute? Must be 15, 30, 60 daily and weekly. 240. It's going through every one of them, and it's looking for the patterns. And if it sees a pattern right there, see bullish, bearish butterfly, bearish, whatever, bearish, you know, they're going too fast for you to read it. But here they are. Also here, and also, because I have it coded to alert, this would be the alerts right here. I also have it coded to print to your journal. So you see I'm printing here. So I mean later, if you want to go back through, you can look at them. Now this is going to keep going because this part, this is slow compared to the other part. But you could scroll back through them and, you know, and look at it. NZD, CHF, 15-minute bearish butterfly, 60-minute bearish butterfly, NZD, CHF, and on so on. But also, and of course, you still have them here. You can scroll through them, and here it's a little easier to read them, of course. Let me get rid of that. But also, what I did was I wrote it to a file. I'm sure you know how to go to your files. You find your terminal, you find your platform, you find MQ4, and there's your files. And here it is right here. It just did it just seconds ago. And what it'll do, it'll pull up this. And now, here they all are. Now on this particular one here, I also have coded it to give me, I've also coded it to tell me if the ALMA is going up or if the ALMA is going down or if the TSR is going up. I think it's a TSR 62 or maybe 30, I don't know, I've forgotten. If the BB bands, if it's above the bands or if it's below the bands, the QQE, if the QQE is going up or QQE is going down. And of course you can go through here and let's see, coding. I know you know how to do this, but I'm going to do it just in case you don't. Okay, let's see here, down, DN. Okay, we're going to code all them. Okay, conditional formatting again. Highlight cells, text, UP. Let's go with custom green. Fill. More colors. Let's go with that. Okay. 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 Alright, so now you can see it's kind of colored them, you know, if that's important to you. And I kind of like it myself. I don't know why. And of course you could do these over here too. You could color this here just as easy, you know, it's conditional formatting. Just if it sees the bullish word, it's lime. If it sees bearish, it's red. But then you could go down through here and you could see the different patterns all at once. CAD, JPY, there's all the patterns it found. Now that doesn't mean that that pattern is for the current bar. That just means that's the last pattern found. And if we go down here to the NZD CAD, where was it? Right there. So you got a bearish, 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 bearish. All of them bearish. And the ALMA is falling. Here the TSR is going up. Now here is this is what really interested me. Here you have now this was, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago now that I posted that on Facebook. So times things have changed since then, of course, but you have a bearish butterfly pattern with the ALMA going up, with the TSR going up, supported by the BB bands, and the QQE going up. Where were we at here? And like I said, this is a daily here, but when I posted that, it was, you know, back in this period time frame. Let's see here, weekly. So what was in my mind was all these things are going up that we just mentioned, and I have a bearish butterfly. So in other words, they might be, in my mind, there's a potential of it falling. I'll post the code, and I might make a follow-up video or something like that, but it's pretty much straightforward. If you have any questions, just post them on the video, or either post them on enivids site. Probably be better on enivids site. But that's pretty much it. You just you do not have to. You saw a while ago, I like hotkeys. Let me go to this right here. See, I can hit Control and U, and it puts the that ZUP indicator on there, and we have a pattern right now, bullish butterfly on this right here, on this bar here. So in other words, a thought would be that it might be the possibility of it going up. And of course, the possibility is it's going up. It's also a possibility it's going down. You know how that works. But anyway, I'll post all this and the code, enivids site, earnforex.com, and I will I'll probably follow up with some more videos or something to explain it, because there is more to it than what I've just said. So look, precautions kinda.